would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. White, good.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And it's the Bucks ball. And Kuzma has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Here's Brown into the lane. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
And here's Tatum for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
White. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Brown. Tatum passes to Simons. The Celtics working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. They get it again. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. Queta, the pass to White. And he lays it straight in. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And it's White missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Prince. All sorts of time. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Brown. White. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 7 points in the game.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
And here's Porter after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And that one drops.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Here's Tatum, drives to the hoop, and the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, a lot of strength and power in that Tatum slam.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Trent on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And it's White missing. Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. Antetokounmpo passes to Trent, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the... Big slam.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
And it's White missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Brown the pass to Queta. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Rollins with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Trent outside. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Rollins. Buries it from three-point range. Rollins got 5 points so far.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Sinks the triple. He's got 11.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And they're scoring. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
The shot's good from Sims.
Assisted, Rollins.
Celtics trail by 7. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Rollins. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And it's White missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
For the 3, drills it from outside. White's got 12.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in. Jason Tatum comes in for Chris Boucher. Brown is checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's Simons in for Pritchard. White, good.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good mentors.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball. He couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Here's Trent. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside Portis.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Simons finds White. And it's Boston with another.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
Now, here's Portis. No scoring, and there's Giannis taking flight.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for Derek White. The Bucks also changing it up. Turner comes in for Bobby Portis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Trent. Tatum's shot is off. Bucks leading by 4. Inside. Shoots from the right block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. We've got recording superstar Jack Harlow in attendance.
Jack's a big-time C's fan, and we've seen him courtside in Boston a bunch of times. And you know what? Harlow's played in the All-Star Weekend Celebrity Game as well. He's got a nice little jumper.
Well, you can't give Simons a look from 3. He's a knockdown guy.
Porter outside. Boucher with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. Keep up that nice pace.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Tatum, no good. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston? And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 13. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Prince outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throwing it down.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's Tatum. And nothing but hair on that one. Milwaukee in the lead. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Giannis. And it's 7 points for Kyle Kuzma. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside Porter. Here's Giannis. 14 points for him. That shot wide open. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
You gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
Boucher kicks to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. It's good from long range. Tatum's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics. Giannis with a head of steam. And here's the fast break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He got into double digits for the... Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. he's the problem right now.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince is out there with Porter. And it's Turner in at the 5. Porter with it. Out to Kuzma. Oh, good on the 3. Boston trailing. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
Here's White. And the 3 ball is good. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Turner's got 6.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Turner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 8 points for him.
And not a regular spot for Turner, but he shot with confidence, and that's what matters.
And they take the lead. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Kuzma can't get it to go. Simons against Porter. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Brown. Brown's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner with the screen for Giannis. Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Got that one up quick. White's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Porter with it. Picked up by Brown. Kicks it out to Prince. And stolen by White. Rebound, Milwaukee. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Chris Boucher's checked in for Boston. Sam Hauser comes in for Jaylen Brown. Milwaukee also making some changes. Green comes in for Prince. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter. Outside, Green gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
And the basket is good.
The assist. Rollins.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 29 points. Boucher passes to Hauser. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 5. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. All free throws good from Turner. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Pritchard. Here's White. Misses the 3. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Giannis fearless on the drop.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
And it's sent back by Turner. Green inside the three-point line. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
Celtics.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes there for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Sam Hauser. The Celtics trail by 3. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum drills it from distance.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Back to Portis. And he banks in the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Rollins the pass to Giannis. And it's White with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Simons finds White. The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Brown the pass to White. In the corner, Tatum with it. The 3, and again for 3. Buries scores his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Anthony comes in for Rollins. The game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Portis sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
From outside the arc. And it's White missing. Bucks trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Kuzma outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. Milwaukee also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Brands comes in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Anthony.
Substitution on the court.
It's Kuzma. Lets loose a 3. He'll tip it. Oh, sticks the putback.
Easy to understand why they go to Turner here. They trust in his ability to come through.
White fires. And he does not hit. Bucks trail by 5. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And that one misses. The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Now White shoots the 3. That does not go. Porter cleans it in off the window.
This team needed someone to step up, and it's Kevin Porter Jr., the former first-round pick with a huge basket.
Tatum, 3, good.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Puts up the 3. It's off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Porter pulls it down. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. From outside, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Derek White. The 3 goes down.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Bucks trail by 7. Now onto the Antetokounmpo. Knocks down the 3.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
Brown is checked in for Sam Hauser. Simons. And the 3 misses. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. That one misses.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
First team foul.
It's Simons. Here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's Keita. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Here they come.
Now Porter takes the three. It's good.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for your Celtics, Jalen.
And the second of two is good. That puts them up by 5.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away from here, this one's pretty much over.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Rebounded by Brown. And that's an intentional foul.
Miles Turner. First personal foul. Fourth.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Jalen Brown at the line.
So he comes up empty at the line. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. So we see Boston get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.